There is no particular, specifically biblical economic system that is stated as such. But I think that capitalism has been proven historically to be the one that is the least dangerous and the most potentially helpful. Because we are sinners, we'll mess up anything, right? So it doesn't matter what the system is. But if you take socialism, socialism is a very bad system, not in theory, but because it doesn't fit very well with human depravity. Because somebody's got to be in the position to do all of this equitable distribution, and it's not going to happen that way. It's just simply not going to happen. And people aren't motivated. And all of the things that we see, the problems we see with that. Capitalism, I think, is the best system. Can it be abused? Of course. Can people get greedy? Can people be selfish? Well, that's human nature, but capitalism obviously has the great advantages of incentives. And you know what? God, and this is something I deal with in Money, Possessions, and Eternity, and actually in the new book as well, is to say that God gives us motives to serve Him and work for Him. I mean, why should you fear God? Out of love. Well, that's a good answer, but it's not the only answer. Why should you, I'm sorry, why should you follow God? Well, because you love Him. Okay, well, yeah, but how about also because you fear Him? Is fear of God, is that a legitimate motivator? Of course it is. How about the hope of reward? Is that a legitimate biblical motivator? Of course it is. So those three all work together. So the reward, the desire for reward was not given to us by Satan. It was given to us by God. We desire, now that reward may be simply to hear Him say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." The child desires reward, not just candy, but to hear mom and dad approve. You know, he does the drawing and he hands it to dad and mom. He's motivated by wanting the reward of affirmation. Did Satan come up with that? No, God did. So extrapolate that out in capitalism in hard times. You know, it's the system isn't the problem. The threats to our economy, the threats to capitalism per se, I think are serious threats. And I think we need to do what we can do effectively and at the same time understand that most of us are not in the position ourselves to change entire systems and momentum of people in political office. For those who are, by all means do it. But for the rest of us, it's let's be faithful where we are, but let's realize that God motivates us by love, by fear, by hope of reward, and that's a good thing.